That's good. I'm with Brian Kenny. Brian is the CMO and Chief Communications Officer at the Harvard Business School. He spoke today at BDI. Tell us a little bit about how you've had to sort of change the culture at the school to adopt social media.
Sure, thanks. Well, I really enjoyed being at BDI today. It was a great group, lots of interesting subject matter, and what I talked about was the way that we've invested in social media, particularly in the last 12 to 18 months. It's a new concept at a place that's 100 years old. Harvard Business School is a world-class brand, and it's got a deeply entrenched culture as we think about what we do and how we represent that brand. And what happens in the social media realm is sort of counter to the way you think about protecting your brand, because it's really about handing it over to the people that you're engaging with and allowing them to engage in the brand in a different way. And one of the things that I think is, for us, most beneficial about social media is that it allows people to see Harvard Business School differently, and it knocks down some of the perceptions that we know exist out there that we're thought of as old and stodgy and technology averse. None of that is true, and hopefully what we're doing in the social media realm with things like Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook and consumer-generated content is helping to change people's perceptions and to recognize us for the innovative place that we actually are.
What happens when some of the students who've been given these tools and said, go at it, talk a little bit too much about what's really going on in their evening out at the bars in Harvard and Cambridge?
Yeah, that does happen, and I think that's part of one of the things that I've said at the business school since I got there about 2 years ago, is that we have to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and that's the nature of social media. So we want it to be authentic. We want the students' voices to be heard, and if we're going to do that, then we have to be willing to accept what it is they have to say about us. And I think what happens 99% of the time is what they say is very responsible and very complementary to the brand, and the little things that we get that are uncomfortable are things that we're going to have to learn to deal with over time.